Next, toughest session. Toughest session is not in the terms of Power BI. Toughest session is after the lunch break. Attending a training session after a lunch break is the biggest challenge. Handling is the biggest challenge for me. I think since it's a practical session, I think we can manage, right? Now, what we have seen before the lunch break is we have seen 5 workflow. First one is getting the data, transforming, loading it, and reporting it. Now we are in the 4th workflow. We are going to create a report. Before creating a report, one important thing is we have seen how to make a template of your font. We have imported your company template and we have inserted the text box. We have inserted the logo. We have inserted a line. Now, for the first time, we are going to insert a visual. For example, we have some columns available, amount, city, and other columns. Let me take the total cost. So we have total invoice cost here. This total cost, I want to display it. I want to know what is my total cost, overall total cost. Just I want to display overall total cost, which could be the best visual for it. So we have several visuals, line chart, bar chart, column chart, but I want to display the total cost. The best visual to display only a single value is card. There is a visual called as card. So before creating any visual, place the cursor on some empty area. The reason is if you selected some line chart or if you selected some line, if you select this some other, you can see the option will not be visible. It says format text box, it says format shape. Place the cursor on some empty area. When you place the cursor on some empty area, then you will get this visualization. Below the visualization, let us go to the build visualization. Under the build visualization, when you place the cursor on each and every visualization, it will show you the name of it. This is stacked bar. This is stacked column, clustered bar, clustered column. But now the visual which we are going to use it, card. Where is that card? In my system. Why I am saying in my system is, it may vary from your screen size or anything, system to system it may vary. But in my system, in row number 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, the last one, 1, 2, 3, that is something called as 1, 2, 3. This is called as card. So display a single value, I recommend better to go with card. So let me click on this card. So I click on this card. Yes. Just to make a click, your card is inserted into your canvas area. In this card, I want to display the total cost. What is my total invoice cost? I want to display it here. 3 methods to do it. Method number 1, drag the total cost and drop it to this card. Just drag and drop it to the card area. Method number 1. Method number 2, there is a checkbox. You can just make a check here. When you make a check, it's automatically added to the card. Method number 3, drag this total cost and drop it to the field area, this field area. So 3 methods. Either drag and drop it to the card or make a check mark or drag and drop it to the field area. Out of these 3, which I suggest is third one. Why? Because here we have a card. So it straight away, if I drag it, it automatically gives you the total. But when you have line chart, bar chart, the option will be different. And if you make a check mark here, it straight away lands into the field area. But when you draw a line chart, bar chart, you may have so many options available. X-axis, Y-axis, so many. So we don't know where it will land. It may land into a different location also. So my suggestion, better to drag and drop to the field area. Better to understand what are all the options available here. If you understand the option, then creating report will be easier. So my suggestion, the third method, drag and drop this to the field area here. Yes. When I drag and drop the total cost into the field area, I chose some value, 530 millions. So 530 millions is my total cost. Okay. But I don't like this 530 millions. Assume I want to display what's my exact value. I don't know whether it's 53 lakh crores or some other. I want to display the exact value. And I want to display the currency symbol here. I want to display a currency symbol like this, rupee symbol. And I want to put a comma separators. I don't like this heading should come on the bottom. Normally we prefer to have the heading on the top. Like this, we want to do some formatting. So let me select the card. and I decrease the width. I think this much of width is not required for the card. So I'm decreasing the width and I'm placing it somewhere else on the top. And we want to do some formatting for this card. So after inserting a card, select the card and go to the second one as I indicated in the introduction. This is for inserting the visual. The second one is for formatting your visual. So let us go to the second one, format. Under format, there are two options available. Visual, general. What is that visual and general? Visual is contextual. What is meant by contextual? Based on the visual, the option under this may change visual to visual. When I inserted a card, I'm getting two things, call out value and category. If I insert a bar chart, you will get some other option. If you insert a column chart, you may get some other. If you insert a line chart, you will get some other. Pie chart, you may get some other. So this options under this may vary from visual to visual. That is contextual. But whereas this one, general, which is for common for all the visual. When I insert a pie chart, same properties, title, FX, data format, everything will be similar. So these are all the common types of formatting. This is contextual type of formatting. Contextual, it may vary from visual to visual, but general, which is common. Okay, let us explore one by one. That's why I started with the card. Card is the simplest one. So let me go to the visual. Call out value. Let us go to the call out value. Under call out value, of course, you know that first option is for font. Font size, font color, bold, italics, and other part. But the reason I came here is, I don't like this 530 millions. I want the exact value. So let us go to the display units. By default, the display units is auto. Auto means automatic. I don't want the display units as automatic. I want the display units as none. Unfortunately, India is the only country where the lakhs and crores are used. Unfortunately, the lakhs and crores are not on the list. So either you have to go for thousands, million, billion or trillions. Or I'll go with none. I'm saying none so that you can see it displays the exact value here. So if you want the exact value to be displayed, you have to change the display units as none. We'll do the other formatting. We'll do the other formatting. Okay. Right. Now, as I indicated, I don't like this heading on the bottom. I want the heading to be on the top. So, call out value, we did something. That is, the others are all very simple, straightforward. You can try that. We'll try that later also. Let me collapse this call out value. Category label. I don't want the category label. I want to switch off the category label. Category label is the one which is displayed on the bottom, title. So switch off the title. I don't want the category label. I switch off it here. It has switched off. Normally we will prefer the title to be on the top, not on the bottom. Correct? So let us go to this general. Only two things are available. Call out value, category label. Now let us go to general. Title. Title is off. Switch on. By default in card, the title will be off. You have to switch on that. On. Expand it and type the title. Maybe I'll give a title here. Total invoice cost or invoice amount. Some name. So I'm giving some name here. You can see the title is displayed on the top. Let us do some innovation, some formatting here. Let me put a bold for this title. Let me put a text color. I don't like black, so let us say white. Background color, once again, let me put a dark blue, or you can select any color your wish. Dark blue. Center alignment. Yes, now I think it looks good. So I did some formatting for my title. So we have gone to general. Under general, we switched on the title and we typed the title. And I made this title as a bold, font color, and background color, and the center alignment. Okay. What's the other thing I like to do it is the currency symbols. So I want to display a rupee symbol, euro or dollar. and I want to put a comma separator. I'm not able to identify whether it's a 53 lakhs, 53 crores. Heading option is straight away the formatting. Sometimes heading 1, heading 2, the font size may vary from if heading 1, heading 2. If I select heading 2, the font size may be different. If I select heading 3, sometimes it will be different. It is a predefined format. Predefined. Here it is not changing. When I go to some other visual, there will be change. Not in this visual. In this visual, manually we have switched on the title. But other visual, the title will be by default on. Sorry. So let us change the format. If you are using maybe this option, if you want to do it just 2-3 months before, maybe if you are using the July version of Power BI, if you want to change the currency format, if you want to change the comma separator, we have to follow 3 or 4 steps. Now it's very simple in this after August version. It's very simple. Go to the general, under general, scroll down. After scrolling down, there is an option called as data format. Expand the data format. Apply settings to total cost. Yes, I want to apply the settings to the total cost. Format. What is the format you prefer to have it? I click here. General, whole number, decimal number. Let us make it as a currency. Yes, that's all. You can, when I select it as currency, you can see automatically that rupee symbol, the currency symbol is added, and you are getting the comma separators also. 53 crores 4,946 is my total invoice cost. If you don't like the currency symbol, if you want to put some other currency symbol, you can change it here. There is an option, currency format, other currency, you can change it. I told you to go to this visual, call out value, display units, make it as none. Display units, you have to make it as none. Expand the size. Okay. Go to Power BI. Add some values. You added some value. You deleted that value. Delete and refresh it. Dummy value. I asked you to add some value. Delete that value. So I told you, there are different answers. Please delete it. Okay. Uh, One small tip is, I don't know whether everyone are getting that comma separator correctly. My comma separator, I am getting 53, comma 00, comma 04, comma 943. This is as per the Indian standard currency format. If you are not getting 50, if you are getting 530, comma, then it means as per your US format. It's based on your Windows settings. It's not based on your Power BI settings. It's based on your Windows settings. When you go to Microsoft Windows, I'll go to the start here and I make a right click on the start. You can see there will be an option called as settings. When I go to the settings, under settings, region and language, right click and I go to the settings. Under settings, you can see region and language, or you can go to the time and language. Time and language. Under time and language, region and language. If your system is as per, it's not, my system is as per Indian format. So I'm getting the comma separator. If you have it as per US format, you will get a comma separator in a different. Don't change it. Before changing it, try to get the confirmation from your IT department and do it. Because I don't know why they have converted into US. There may be some reasons for it. Or may not be a reason also. Unknowingly, they would have did it also. So if you change here, entire Windows it will change. So please be careful before changing. Get the permission from your IT and then do it. Oh, so then you have to get the. Then talk to your IT team. There should be some reason why they made us interested, because it will affect in SAP, it will affect in Excel, it will affect in Power BI. So you are getting US format. Yes. Who are all getting US? You are also getting US format. UK format. Some people are living in US, some people are living in UK. Unfortunately, we are all living in India, sir. Okay. Right. Why UK? You deal with some UK transactions. Then it should be at least Japan. I don't know why it's in UK. The English language and spelling mistakes, I think they would have given it as UK. But usually we prefer report in this format only. 3 digits. Then go for it. Maybe that may be the reason. I don't know. IT team is in. They are here only, right? Some people are in Bangalore, some people are. Some people are here also. Internally, you have some. They are also from Infosys. Okay. Now, we got one card and we got the total cost into the card. Let me insert one more. I want to know. Here, this is fine. We got the total cost. Now, I want to insert one more visual where I want to know how many bills, what is the number of invoices we have made. I want to know the count of invoices. Let me add a card again. So, let me add the card, the same card which I inserted. And before inserting any visual, what has to be done? I told you something. Make it as a habit, make it as a practice. Whenever insert any visual, place the cursor on empty area. Why I am saying this more frequently is, assume suppose I selected the card. Knowingly, unknowingly, I didn't place the cursor on empty area. I selected the card. Knowingly, unknowingly, I selected some chart. You can see your card will turn into that chart. Then there will be a problem. Anyway, we have an option of undoing. Control Z will work here. Control Z will work here. But if you have created 10 charts, unknowingly you selected some chart, it has changed. It has collapsed. So please be careful. Whenever, make it as a practice, make it as a habit. Whenever you insert some visual, make it as a habit that place the cursor on some empty area. That's better. Now let me click on this card. I click on the card and I'll put the card somewhere else on the top right. So I inserted a card on the top right, center, somewhere else on the center I'm placing the card. Now I want to count how many invoices I have made. So let me bring the invoice number. So I'm going to bring the invoice number. We have a column called as invoice number. So which is holding the invoice numbers. So let me drag the invoice number and bring it to the field area again. So when I drag the invoice number and bring it to the field area, it shows something like 8 millions. Why it is 8 millions? Because it is giving sum of invoice amount. Unfortunately, I don't want the sum. Since the column is in a number data type, that's why it's giving sum. If it is a number data type, by default it will be sum. Not only in Power BI. Even if you create a pivot table also, when you drag it, it will show you the sum by default. I want to change the formula. I don't like sum. I want to make it as a count. Click on the arrow mark here. There is an arrow mark next to your report. There is an arrow mark. You can make a left click or you can make a right click. Both are same. Both are same. Either make a left click or make a right click. Yes. Here the formulas are available. Sum, average, minimum, maximum, count, count distinct, standard deviation, variance and median. Tell me here. This option is not available in Excel. This is available only in Power BI. Count distinct and count. What is the difference between count distinct and count? Count will? Half. What is that is correct? Count will count the unique values. Sorry, distinct count will count the unique values. Whereas the count will count the duplication of your values also. Duplicate of your values. For an example, if you didn't understand, I will give a small example. For example, I'll open a small file. Assume I have some bill number, maybe the invoice number. I have some invoice number. And I am purchasing some product in this invoice. Assume I am purchasing a product. Maybe my invoice number is 101. In 101, I am purchasing a particular product. Same 101, I am purchasing another product. Same 101, I am purchasing and one more product here. Okay, and I have 102 here, and I have purchased another thing, 102, and I have another 103. So there are, as I told, two things are there. One is count and count distinct. What count will do is, what this count will do is, it will count how many invoices are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It will say 6. But whereas count distinct, it will say 3. We have only 3 invoices. Even though 101 is repeated thrice, it will make it as 1 because that's only one invoice. And even though 102 is repeated twice, it will count it as 1 because it's only one invoice. Similarly, 103 is also 1. So tell me which is correct here. This data, maybe you can select count distinct and count here in this source data, you can select anything, but normally Which one is better? Count distinct. Super. So let us go with count distinct. Count distinct is always correct. So let us go to count distinct. I think we have 3,200 invoices totally. So I recommend. But here in this data, even though if you select count or count distinct, it will give you the same result in this data. But preferably I go with count distinct, which is a new one, which is not available in Excel. Excel we don't have count distinct. We have only count. Now tell me. Literally, I want to bring the same format. For example, forget about this rupees. This format, the heading blue color, background is blue color, and font is white color. Literally, I want the same formatting for this card also. How can you do that? We have an option. We have a name for it. What is that name for it? Format painter. Very good. Copy and paste the format. But as of now, you cannot see a very big change because I didn't type any heading here. If you have typed the heading, you would have seen the difference. But you can format painter and you can type the heading also later. No problem. Let me do that. Select this card. Go to Home tab. Format painter. Format painter is copying and pasting a format. Click on Format painter once. So it has copied the format from this card. From this card, it has copied the format. Go to the second card. You can see the paint brush. Paste the format here. Paste the format. As I indicated, you didn't see any differences here. Why you are not able to see the differences? We didn't type the heading. If you had typed the heading, you would have seen the difference. Could you tell me how can I enter the title here? Format, general, title, and I'll type the title here. Maybe number of invoice. So I want to find out how many invoices are, or count of invoices, or number of invoices. Your wish. Enter. Yes. Now you can see the same format. Copy and paste the format. Format painter. I hope you are aware. Format painter is available in Word, Excel, and PowerPoint also. I think you would have used it. I recommend personally, or even I can recommend this. Whenever you display some visuals, I recommend to have some shadow for it. What's the reason is, I have two visuals here, but unfortunately, I'm not able to recognize that there are two visuals. So what you do is, select this card, select the card, go to format. When you present it, it looks good. When you put it in shadow, select the card, go to format again, go to general again, FX, EFFECTS, FX. Go to the FX, under FX, shadow, visual border shadow. Let me switch on the shadow. So when you present it on the screen, it looks much better when you are using a shadow. Same thing, this count of invoice, or use the shadow on format painter. That's also fine. Select this second card, and I go to general, FX, shadow. After putting the shadow only, I am able to recognize that both the cards are in a different size. Before that, I am not able to recognize that both are in a different size. Now only I am able to recognize that both are in a different size. So let me reduce the height and reduce the width to have a better view. That's all.
Just a question on the format. It doesn't necessarily format the.
That's a data format. That's a data format. This is about formatting, means the color, background, and other part. That is data. Name itself says data format. It will not copy the data format. It will copy only that normal format. Colors, backgrounds, and other part. Okay. So we have inserted one visual card. Now we are going to insert a visual. You suggest me which could be the best visual. For example, I want to know the sum of total cost. I want to go to the sum of total cost, maybe for the department wise. Each department wise, I want to know what is the sum of total cost. Which department has highest total? So I want to know which department has the highest total. So could you tell me which could be the better chart for this? Bar chart? Yes? Can I go with bar chart? Actually, which is bar here? There are 4 on the top. There are 4 which is bar and which is people are thinking or people are assuming this is bar. Actually, this is not a bar. This is a column chart. This one is bar. Left to right is bar. Top to bottom is a column. Please remember, people are saying that this is the bar chart. Actually, this is not a bar chart. This is a column chart. Top to bottom. It's a column. When you build a house, they will raise a pillar like this. What is the name of it? Normally, they call it as columns. Columns. So, now is the column chart. Okay. But to find one out of many, which one is highest? I recommend pie chart. I recommend to go with pie chart. Column chart and line chart and bar chart can be done when you are finding the trend. Trend means I want to know how is my data last year, this year. One customer to another customer, I want to compare, I want to know the trend. Then I believe you can go for a bar chart, you can go for a column chart, you can go for a line chart. But this is not trending. This is finding one out of many. Out of many, which one is highest? For that, I recommend to go with pi. So let me start with pi. Place the cursor on some empty area. In my system, row number 3, last but one. From the last to the second one, pi. So go to the build visual and select that pi. Click on that pie chart. Yes. After selecting this pie chart, now the challenge is, last session we used only the card. So very simple. We dragged and dropped it into card. We had only one option in this card field. Very simply, we dragged the total cost into the card. That's very simple. But when you go for a pie chart, we have 3 or 4 options available. Legend, value, details, tooltip. As I told, this may vary from visual to visual. If I inserted a pie chart, we are getting legend value. When you inserted a column chart, you will get some other x-axis, y-axis. Bar chart, y-axis, x-axis. Line chart, you will get some other. When you create a matrix, you will get some other. So for every visual, it will change. So where can I drag and drop? That's a real challenge. Understand a very simple concept. Very simple concept. What is my expectation is, I want department wise. I want department wise. Sum of total cost. This is a report which I expect. Whichever I am saying wise, drag and drop it to the first area. First area. Whichever I am saying wise, drag and drop it to the first area. Whichever I want to summarize it. Summarizing means summing, counting, averaging. Whichever I want to summarize it, drag it to the second area. That's all. 90% of your chart is over if you know this concept. Which wise that should be on first?
That is legend.
First means in terms of legend or value.
Here it may be legend. Column chart it may be x-axis. By the bar chart it may be y. That's why I'm saying first. I didn't use the word called as legend. Because chart to chart it may vary. Here it is legend. So whichever wise that should be on the first area. Whichever you want to summarize it. Summarizing means summing up, counting, averaging, finding the maximum. Whichever you want to summarize, summary, that has to be on the second. That's all. Very simple. As I told, 90% of your chart is over now. So tell me, help me here. I want department wise sum of total cost. Tell me, where can I drag and drop the department and where can I drag and drop the total cost? Department should be at the legend. Total cost should be at the value. That's all. As I indicated, 90% of your chart is done. Drag the department and put it into legend. Drag the total cost and put it into values. That's it. We got a pie chart now. We'll do some other formatting. You are going to help me here. Let me do the same formatting. I want the same background, colors, and other part. So let me select one of the card. Select this card. Again, format painter. Again, click on this pie chart. So I want the same borders, same shadow, Same heading should be in a different color. I am putting it here. Yes, I got the same color and same formatting. Now, as I told, help me here. Two suggestions I wanted from your side. One is, technically we have a name for this. Could you tell me what is the name for this? We have something on the right hand side: department, quality, logistic, production, procurement, finance. So we have something. We have a technical name for this. Any idea what is the name for this? In Excel also we have it. We have a technical name for this. We call it as legend. Very good. So I want to place this legend at the center, bottom center. First. Second, I don't like this value in millions. I want the exact value. 11 crores or 11 lakhs, or I want the exact value to be displayed. Tell me, how can I do this? Because everything I cannot teach you. You want to explore something. So maybe I want you to teach me here. How can I put the legend on the bottom? And how can I make that value millions into the exact value? First tell me, how can I put the legend on the bottom? Select this pie chart. Then go to format your visual. Super. Then visual, excellent. Legend, super. Then position, bottom, center. Perfect. Tell me the next one. I don't like that millions. I want the exact one. This we did it last session. Earlier it was shown 530 millions. We have converted into exact value. 53 crores and 4,496. We did it in this last card. Same thing I want to do it now. Tell me, how can I make that millions into the exact value? We have to go to detail labels, values, display unit, superb. Auto, we have to make it now, excellent. Fortunately, they have founded it. Since we had only 4 options, in card we had only 2, very easily we founded it. In pie chart we had 4, fortunately they have founded it. But when you insert a bar chart and column chart, you may have so many. Where can I select it? I don't know where is this display unit, sir. Every time I cannot go there, and where it is available, we cannot search it. So what do we do is, the easiest method is, you know the name of it. How can I change the millions into exact value? The name of it is display units. Please remember that. Very simple. Just go to the search box here and type the first 2 or 3 letters of it. DIS. It appears straight away here. No need for manually going there and finding it. Where is it? Under display, under detail label, under values. Instead, just type it on the search box. It comes automatically here. Change the display units as none. This is very simple. Correct? Just go to the search box here. On the top, you can see this linking the search box. Go here. You know what is the name for this? This name, to convert this millions into exact value, the name of it is display units. Just go to the search box and type DIS. First 3 letters of the display units. It appears on the bottom here. Change this to, by default it will be automatic. We have to convert it as none. So if we convert it as none, that millions will be displayed as the exact value. I think you missed this topic, Via.
No, I am trying to cope up only 2-3 things I agree.
Superb. Excellent. Now, morning, in the introduction, when I asked what is your expectation, I think most of you interested in creating, most of you said that you want to make a dashboard. That's good. That was enough. Maybe in visual format. Summarizing all the data into one page or one screen. Can we do it in Excel? Can we do it in PowerPoint? Can I put 4 pictures in a PowerPoint or 4 charts in a PowerPoint? We can do it. PDF in a Word. Power BI for making a dashboard. Update in Excel, it will not update in PowerPoint.
No, for
There is
example,
an option. Link. Copy and paste with the link. If you update it in Excel, it will update in PowerPoint also. Dashboard is, what is dashboard? You can bring all the visuals like this. The dashboard should be interactive. Interactive is called as dashboard. Just displaying a visual, displaying a report is not a dashboard. It should be interactive. And Power BI is very powerful. It is interactive with visual to visual. How it's interactive? It's very simple. As I indicate, this is impossible when you are using Excel or any software. So let me go to this pie chart and I'm going to select some department here. I think this is a quality department. When I click on this quality department pie chart, you can see on the top, it automatically shows me the invoice amount of the quality department. It automatically shows the number of invoice of the quality department. So whatever the department I select, it automatically filters here. This is interactive. Your reports are interactive here. So to bring back the old one, once again I click on the same thing, it brings back the old one. So this is impossible when you are using other tools, right? This is impossible in Excel. This is impossible in any software other than this dashboard software. Your data should be interactive, visual to visual. In Power BI, in Excel, we have an option. If you insert a slicer, it will get filtered. I don't know how many have used the Excel reports. Slicer. You can put a slicer. When I select the slicer, report will get filtered. But when I get a filter on a visual, another visual will not get filtered, correct? That is impossible in Excel. But here you can do it. This is the first and main advantage of using this Power BI. We'll see furthermore other advantages. Okay. Yes. Let me create one more visual. So maybe once again, yes. I want to change the pie chart color. Want to change all the pie chart color or only this pie chart? Only this pie chart means go to the format, go to the slices. Under slices, you can see apply settings to all. I don't want to apply settings to all. Select it. Suppose for quality department, I want to select a different color. Select quality. You can see color and you can change the colors. Similarly, I want logistic. I want a different color. If you want production, I can put a different color. Procurement, I can make a different. This is for this pie chart. If you want to do this globally for all the charts, in the morning we discussed it. Go to View tab, arrow mark, customize current theme. The color applied there. Correct? Change this color. Have some more of gray, black, limited colors. Only you asked, you have to present it attractively. Gray and black will not be much attractive. That's your wish.
We have saved some properties in the
Font that is applicable in PowerPoint, not in Power BI. You have to change it here and you can save it. That is only for the font. The color I didn't change it. If you change the color and save it, that will be applied. I didn't change this part, right? I changed only this. Change the color and save it, that will be applied here. Now, another very powerful feature. Let me go to this add data to the visual. We are going to add one more visual here. Let us go with the column chart, clustered column chart. There are three types of column chart. Clustered column chart, stacked column chart, 100% column chart. We'll see all the three one by one. All the three are available here. Second, fourth, sixth. Second one is a stacked. Fourth one is a clustered. Fifth one is a 100%. We'll see all the three one by one. First, let us start with the fourth one. So I'm going to start with the fourth one. Clustered column chart. I will explain where can I use the stacked. Now I will go with the clustered. So tell me, what could be my first step before inserting any charts? Click the empty area and go to the clustered column chart. I go to the clustered column chart. As usual, increase some height and width of this. Now I want to get region wise, every region. Let me take some other column. Always I am taking the total cost. Let me take net profit. So I want to know net profit. Region wise, what is my net profit? Each region, we have south region, north region, east region, west region. Every region we are doing some sales or productions. I want to know region wise, what is my net profit? Help me here.
Region
So
on x-axis.
region should be at, where is that region column? Region column is here. Region wise, I want sum of net profit. Region should be at,
X-axis.
net profit should be at, the two tips. Which wise? First, summarize. Second, simple. What he said is perfectly correct. Region, let me drag the region into first part. Net profit into the second part. Yes. We got region wise. What is the sum of net profit? Region wise. West region, south region, central region, east regions. Got to do some conditional formatting. We'll do some conditional formatting also. Next we'll see about drill down. Next we'll see about conditional formatting. First we'll see about conditional formatting, then drill down.
Can you just
Concept, I think they have told me the which wise, that should be first. Summarize should be second. I want region wise sum of net profit. So region should come first. I want sum of net profit. So net profit should come second. That's the concept. I explained it right, last session. Which wise should be first, summarize should be second. If you come for a Excel training, if you come for a PowerPoint training, I don't know whether anyone has attended it. I will give you a small packet size of list of shortcut keys when you come for Excel and PowerPoint. Unfortunately, I cannot give it for Power BI because we have only 5 shortcut keys. Control C, Control V, Control S, Control Z, Control Y. Only 5 shortcut keys will work in Power BI. So we don't have the shortcut keys in Power BI, but I will share you the cheat sheet. For example, morning I told you what is a workflow. There are 5 workflows. What is the 5 workflows? How to do it? Which is the best chart for which? Now I showed you the tips. Which way should be first? Whichever you want to summarize it second. And how can I use the Power Query? How can I write a formula? It's a small cheat sheet. Anyway, I will share you the course material and other things in the after the session. This is just a handy one. You can have it on your packet. Simple one, 8 pages. This is a cheat sheet of Power BI. Take one. Take one. You didn't get it, ask me, I'll give it. I told you to take first row. You missed the first row and you are down to the second. If you didn't get it, tell me, I will give it. If you are extra, please return it back to me. I will give it to the next batch. So you attended the Excel section. Still you are having it. Already one session is over. Maybe in the June or something we had a session on Excel.
only problem for us is online. So
Online, the effectiveness not will be this much when you go in online. That's the problem. For the Excel sheet. Sir, this year. No, Excel, you have two types of Excel. Basic Excel training, Power Queries and Power Pivots are separate. Basic. And I forgot to inform the last page of that cheat sheet. You have my contact details, my email ID, website, mobile number, YouTube channels. So in that YouTube channel, MS Office Mate, already today morning session is already published. It's available. Today morning session, you can see it's available. Afternoon session, I will publish it by today evening or today night maximum. Morning session is already there. You can check it. Okay. Right now. MS Office Mate. The last page of that list, I have showed you that YouTube channel, right? MS Office Mate. The name of that YouTube is MS Office Mate. That today's video is already done. Don't watch it now, sir. You can watch it later. We'll come to the session. Okay. Yes, please. Once again, I will use the Format Painter for this column chart also. Home tab, Format Painter, and I select the Format Painter here. Sorry. Home tab, Format Painter, I am formatting this chart also to have the same colors and formatting. Now, we'll come back to this column chart once again. We are going to do some other activities in this column chart. We'll come back to that. Before that, let me go to the pie chart again. When I select the pie chart, suppose I am selecting the quality department. When I select it, it shows the total invoice amount of the quality department. Something is happening to the column chart. We'll discuss about it in another few minutes. When I select this quality department, it's showing the total invoice for this quality department, number of invoices of the quality, and similarly for this another department, similarly for this, similarly for this. Okay, it's changing. Now I want to do a conditional formatting. Let me take this number of invoices. I have some target. Assume we have a target. My target is, let me take 650 is my target. Wherever my invoice, number of invoices more than 650, I want to give a green. Means we have achieved the target. Less than 650, we didn't achieve the target. Red. So I want to do a conditional formatting for this card. Select the card. Select the card. When I select the card, after selecting the card, let me go to the format your visual. I'll go to format your visual. Under the format your visual, call out value. You decide which format you want to change. You decide it. Whether you want to change the font color or you want to change the background color. Your wish. I will tell you both. Or you can change both also. That's your wish. Either you can change the font color or you can change the background color or both also. That's up to you. I will tell you both. If you want to change the font color, go to Format, Visual, Call Out Value. Under Call Out Value, next to the color, there is FX. Whenever you find a FX next to the color, that means you can apply a conditional format. You can tell me, for example, I select this pie chart. Just now he has asked for it. How can I change the color of this pie chart is, you have to go to Slices. Under Slices, you have to select the department name and you have to go to color and you can change the color. But unfortunately, next to the color, there is no FX. That means conditional formatting is not possible in pie chart. Please remember this. Today and tomorrow we are going to explore more on this. So conditional formatting is not possible in pie chart. Wherever you find the FX next to the color, you can apply a conditional formatting. So, let me select this card. I select the card, format, visual, color, FX. This is for changing the font color. I want to change the background color. General, under general, FX, EFFECTS, FX, not FX, FX. Click on FX. Now tell me, where can I do the conditional formatting? Background color, FX. That's it. This is for the background. You decide which you want to do, whether you want to do the background color or font color, or you can do both also. But don't give the same color for both, you will see nothing. So try to give different colors. So visual, color, FX. Click on FX. It's opening the dialog box. Okay. Go to FX and click on this dialog box. You can see a new dialog box has opened here. In this dialog box, it says gradient. Gradient is, you know what is meant by gradient. Gradient is mixture of multicolor. 2 or 3 colors is gradient. Let us go for a single color as of now. Gradient, I think the gradient looks good for the charts. Charts gradient looks good. I think we'll see it in the later part. Now let me select rules. So click on FX. This dialog box will open. Rules. Make it as rules. And for what you want to set the rules, that's the invoice number I want to set the rules. But invoice number, it says, do you want to set the rules for the sum of invoice number? No. I think we used some other formula in this card. I didn't use the sum function. I used some other function. Count distinct. Very good. Let us go to this sum. Instead of the sum, we have to make it as count distinct. Minimum to what? 650. Assume 650 is my target. Minimum to 650. Till 650. Let me go with red. Minimum to 650 is red. First condition. New rules. Starting from 650. When I typed 650, could you tell me why the OK is graded out? Earlier that before typing this, this was activated actually. Now when I enter the 650, this is graded out and I'm getting a red icon here. Why? That means, yes, we have to fix the upper bound here. Upper bound we didn't fix it. Two things you can do. One is you can ask the system to fix the upper bound, maximum. Take the maximum value as the upper bound. So what you do is, if you want your system to take the maximum value, delete that 0. If you delete that 0, it automatically takes the maximum as the upper bound, highest value as the upper bound. But if you want to manually fix it, type it here. I fix it manually, 1000. Because if you take the upper bound, everything will be in green. Next, everything will be in green. So better, I will fix the upper value here. Upper bound value. So minimum to 650, we made it as red. 650 to 1000, I want a color. Maybe let me go here. Unfortunately, green is not there. Let us go to more colors. I hope all are aware of it, right? All the colors are all mixture of RGB. So minimum 0, maximum 255. So you decide which is RGB. You can change your RGB colors or you can change the color. Select the colors here also. Let me select some green. As of now, I'm selecting some green. Okay and okay. I select okay and okay. Yes. Let me try. I select quality. They have more than 650. Though 676, it's a green. 668 is green. 652 it's green. 611 is red. 593 is red because it didn't achieve the target. Wherever the target is achieved, it's giving green. Wherever the target is not achieved, it's giving red. Repeat it. Select this card. Format. Next to the color, you can see FX. You can click on that FX, but already there is no color here because already I applied a conditional formatting. That's why the FX is available, and the eraser is removing. Let me erase it and recreate it one more time for you. So next to the color, I click on FX. Instead of gradient, let us make it as rules. We make it as count distinct. Condition here. Minimum to 650. Just I'm giving a sample. You can use your own conditions also. Red color. 0 to 650 is red. New rules. 650 to, you can take max, delete that 0, or you can type your value here. 1000 is green. More color, and I select a green color here. Select a green color and click outside and say OK. So based on your selection, the colors are changing. Okay. We'll do other conditional formatting. This is a simple one. Gradually, we'll see the other part of the conditional formatting. Done? Learning is easy, practicing is easy. As I told, remembering is a challenge. The training session. Help me here. Maybe I'll increase the size of this chart to have a better view. Normally you can have 4 or 5 visuals in one page also, but for a time being I'm increasing the height and width to have a better view. Now tell me this. I want to display the value. West region, I want the west region total to be displayed, south region total, central region total, east and north, and I want to display the total on the top. And I don't like this million, billions and trillions here. I want the exact value to be displayed here. And we'll do some conditional formatting for this also. Tell me, how can I bring the... go to visual. Then switch on the data label. Very good. We have switched on the data label. But it's showing in millions. How can I make it as a normal value? Come on. How can I find the display unit? Where is the display unit? Go to the search box. That's all. Very simple. Go to the search box. Under search box, the display units is available under y-axis. So under y-axis, the display units may be there. There will be display units in 2 areas. X-axis or y-axis. You have to go to y-axis, change the display units as none. So it will display the exact value here. Change the display units as none to get the exact value. Go to the search box and type it is DIS instead of manually finding it out. See, another very powerful feature. Drill down, edit interaction, tooltips. Let us see about drill down, then we'll see about tooltips. First we'll see about drill down. Let me take this column chart. When I select a column chart, just now we did the column chart where we are getting the region wise, west and south and north, east. But could you tell me, we'll see this in the next part, but could you tell me why west is coming on the first here? What's the reason behind it? Highest. So it is sorted as per the highest to lowest. If you want to change the sorting order, you can do it. I will explain how to do the sorting order. I will explain how to do that. Now, this chart is for region wise. Suppose someone, my customer or someone is asking, I want to see the same column chart, maybe for the state wise also. We have Karnataka, Maharashtra, Andhra Pradesh, I want state wise also. And someone is asking, I want to see the same chart for city wise also. Or I want it for customer type wise. I want it for cost center wise. I want it for product wise. I want it for payment method wise. Transaction type wise. Vendor wise. So many are there. So for everything you cannot create a separate chart. To do this, we have three methods. Method number one, to display everything in one visual. Everything in one visual. We have three methods to do it. Method number one. Drill. Method number two. Small multiples. Method number three. Parameter. Based on the parameter, chart will get changed. Don't worry, we'll see all the three. We'll see all the three. First, let us start with drill. We'll start with this drilling. Let me start with the simple one. Let us start with a very simple one. Let us take only these three. Region, city, state. Tell me which could be the hierarchy, which could be the first one, which could be the second one, which can be the third one. Region, state, super. Select this column chart. Select this column chart. Go to this one, add data to the visual. Click on this. Already I have dragged that region and dropped it into x-axis. We already did it. Sum of net profit, we already did it. Now, as you are rightly told, region, below region is state. So let us drag this state and bring it below the region here. Below the region. Because that's my hierarchy. So below the region. Yes. Now what has happened is some arrow marks are appearing. I will come to the arrow mark. What is the purpose of the arrow mark? I will explain. There are some changes happening. We'll see the changes also. Then drag the city and bring it to the x-axis once again. So we dragged that region and already the region is there. We dragged that state and we dragged the city also. What's the advantage and what is the purpose of this? Some changes has happened. Forget about it. There is an arrow mark. Drill up. Drill up. Drill up. I come to the first level. First region, then state, then city. We drilled up. If it is already drilled up, fine. If it is already graded out here, fine. If it is not graded out, bring it to the top position. Drill up, drill up, drill up. I brought it to the first position. Now, what is the purpose of dragging like this? Region, state, city. What is the purpose and what is the advantage of this is? 4 arrows are appearing. Arrow number 1, graded out. Arrow number 2. You have to switch on the arrow number 2. Switch on. How do we switch on it? It's switched off now. How do we switch on that? Just make a click. Surrounding that arrow, you will get a black colored circle. If you are getting black colored circle, that means the drill down is on. Let me switch on that black circle. Click on it, a black circle is appearing. Now it means your drill mode is on. Your drill mode is on. What is the advantage of this switching on the drill mode? Just watch here. Let me go to a particular region. I'll go to the south region. Click. It automatically drills the south region. We are getting state-wise report. Karnataka, Kerala and Tamil Nadu. Suppose I click on Karnataka. It shows city-wise report. Bangalore, Mysore. Drill up. Drill up. Drill up. Suppose I select the north region. It shows Delhi, Punjab, Uttar Pradesh. If I select Uttar Pradesh, under Uttar Pradesh, it shows the state-wise, city-wise. So, drill up, drill up, drill up. Right? This is impossible in Excel. What is other 2 arrows? What is that other 2 arrows? Let us switch off this drill. First, second drill. third one. You can tell me what is happening to the third one. It's not required to switch on and switch off. Just to click it. No need to switch on. No need to click on a particular region. Just to click on this. It's showing the state-wise report. What is the difference between the earlier one and this one? Last also we have expanded. When I click on all the state, it is not filtering a region and showing the city under that region. It's showing all the state wise. Correct. Suppose someone is asking, I don't want to show the south region state. I want to see all the state wise report. You can use this. All the city wise report. You can use. Right. Drill up, drill up, drill up. What is the last one? Split. You can split, get a split here. For example, central region, what are all the state? South region, what are all the state? Here it is showing all the state and all the cities. The last one, you can see it is expanding here itself. Central, what are all the state? East, what are all the state? North, what are all the state? South, what are all the state? West, what are all the states? Furthermore, drill down. Under states, what are all the city-wise? Yes. So, central region, state-wise, city-wise. East region, state-wise, city-wise. So, everything is shown here. Drill up, drill up, drill up. For 3 types of drilling down. One is filtering and drilling. Second one is showing everything. Third one is splitting here. 3 types of drill down. Next we'll see about tool tip. Then we'll see about small multiples. Edit interaction. After that, we'll see about small multiples. We didn't speak about interaction. Okay. Now, tool tip. What is tool tip? How can I use this tool tip? The tool tip is not only in Power BI. Tool tip appears in all the software in the world. Whenever I place the cursor on any button, for example, let me place the cursor on the save. It shows this button is used for saving. When I place the cursor on cut, it shows what is the usage of cut, what is the usage of copy. Similarly, when I place the cursor on, suppose I am placing the cursor on a pie chart, it's showing something here. This pie chart belongs to quality department. This is the total. When I place the cursor here on the central region, and it shows this is a central region data and the net profit is this. This is okay. But I want to display some extra information without disturbing the data. The data should be net profit by region wise. That's correct. But I want to give some extra information for my user. So I want to display here what is the net profit. It's already, I want to display what is the total cost. I want to display what is the material cost. What is the logistic cost? What is the discount? How many invoices we have made? Like this, I want to give some extra information for my user when they place the cursor here. When they place the cursor, I want to give some extra information for my user. So select that column chart and go to the right hand side. You can see this first button, add data to your visual. Scroll down. Already we have used the x-axis and y-axis. Let me explain the legend in another few minutes. Small multiples also will see it in another few minutes. There is one more option, tooltip. Tooltip, the last one, tooltip. Very simple. In tooltip, whatever you want to display, when you place the cursor, it is displaying the region name, it is displaying the net profit because that's the one we have dragged it. Now let me drag the total cost into the tooltip area. Chart are not changed, chart is not changed, chart is as it is. But when I place the cursor here, I'm getting some extra information here. It is showing sum of net profit as well as it's showing sum of total cost also. Like this, anything. We dragged the total cost, okay. Let me drag the material cost also to the tooltip. But whenever you do this, your heading will get changed accordingly. Finally, we will modify the heading. Later we can modify the heading, no worries. We'll modify the heading later. And let me drag the logistic cost also to the tooltip. Like this, whatever you want it, you can drag and drop it. I will drag the discount also to the tooltip. When I place the cursor, it displays whatever I drag. Region name, what is the sum of net profit, what is the total of net profit, what is the material cost, what is the logistic cost, what is the discount. So you can display as per your wish. Whatever you want, you can drag and drop and you can display it. So let me drag this net profit again. But I don't want the sum of net profit. I want to know which region has the highest percentage of, I want to know, display this net profit in a percentage form. Could you tell me how can I change this net profit into a percentage here? How can I convert the net profit into a percentage here? How do we convert? Arrow. Super. Then I don't find a percentage here. Show value as. Very good. Show value as percentage of grand total. That's it. So when I place the cursor, yes, we are getting sum of net profit, we are getting total cost, we are getting material cost, we are getting logistic cost, we are getting discount, we are getting percentage also. All the, like this, whatever the information you want, you can display everything on the tooltip. Which is, once again, I'm using the same word, it's impossible in other tools. Drag the net profit to the field tooltip area. You can see an arrow mark here. Show value as. Where we change the sum into count change only on that flag. This is tooltip. But more people likes to display the tooltip because when I place the cursor here, it is displaying the tooltip. My background is also white. Tooltip is also white. Sometimes it's very tougher to see it. Can I change the background color of the tooltip? And I don't like this title. Can I change the title? Let us do both. So let us go to the format. Select the column chart. Go to format. Scroll down. Go to format and click on scroll down. Under scroll down, you can see general. Sorry. Go to format. Go to general. Title. Change the title. It is giving some other title. Sum of net profit. Bigger title. I don't want it. Let me modify the title. I make the title simpler. Sum of net profit by region wise. I am modifying the title here. So I have modified the title. Then scroll down. Last but one, tooltip. From the last to the second one, tooltip. Expand the tooltip. There are two things under the tooltip, text and background. Let me go to text. All the text color, label color, value color, drill color, all the color I'm changing into white. Label color white, value color white, drill color white. Background color, your wish. I'll make it as black. So more people likes darker mode nowadays. Now when I place the cursor, The background is black and the text is white. Done? How we did it for this? Select this, general, go to the general, data format, not for the region. I want to give the data format for this. What is the column we have utilized there? Net profit, right? Net profit, change it into we did it in the card itself. Just to draw a line, you have to expand the line. Code போறது road போறது உங்ககிட்ட தான் இருக்கும். Same thing, nothing new. Go into the data format, apply settings to what? Net profit and format. Which format? Currency format. Okay. Edit interaction. Before the break, we'll see about edit interactions. When I select a pie chart, I don't know whether you have noticed it or you recognized it. When I select a pie, suppose I select a particular department, this we would have noticed it. What's happening is the total invoice cost is filtering for that particular department. Count of bill number is also filtering. But what's happening to my column chart? It's not filtering, it is highlighting. When I select the quality department, what's happening here is it's showing in quality for central region, the quality department total is this 4,78,000. Out of this, the highlighted is 1 crore. Overall total is 4 crores. Highlighted is 1 crores or 1 lakhs. Same like here when I place the cursor. For that quality department in East region, this is the total. In West region, this is the total. And this is the overall total. It's highlighting. It's not filtering. It is highlighting. But assume. This is very important, very powerful. Maybe little bit complex. But if you understand, it's easier. We are going to do this today and tomorrow also. Finding the top 10 customers and other things. We are going to utilize the same feature. So when I select a pie chart, the card is filtering, but the column chart is not filtering. Vice versa. It will happen vice versa. When I select the column chart, please, before doing it, please verify whether your drill down is off. Because when you go for drill down, the interaction may not happen properly. You will get confused. So see that whether both the drill down is off. I think drill down is available only here. It is off already. So now let me select the central region. What's happening is once again for the pie chart, it's highlighting the central region. This is not the chart for central region. When I select the east region, it is highlighting the east region. But I want to filter it. Yes. Now, first, let me take this pie chart. I'll take this pie chart. When I select the pie chart, you decide what we have to do it for the this card, what we have to do it for this card, what we have to do it for this column chart. First, you decide it. For example, let me take a decision. When I select the pie chart, I want the total invoice amount should get filtered. When I select the pie chart, I don't want the invoice number to be just an example. It's better to filter it. Just for trying. I don't want the total count of invoice amount to be filtered. Cost should be filtered, but this should not get filtered. And this column chart should get filtered. So when I select the pie chart, this should get filtered, this should get filtered, this should not get filtered. So take a decision. I have took a decision here. Then select the pie chart. Go to the tab called as format. Select the pie chart. Go to the tab format. As I told, it's little bit complex, but if you understand, it's easier. Today and tomorrow also we are going to use this feature. Any questions, doubts, stop me, ask me there itself. I can explain it any number of times. Go to format. Under format, the first button. Edit interactions. Go to format and click on edit interaction. Format, edit interaction. Let me click on edit interaction. Except the pie chart. Except the pie chart. Other visuals, on top of other visuals, you can see some icons are appearing here. Correct? Even for the logo also it will appear. Even for your text box also it will appear. Forget about this logo, text box. We are not going to do anything. You help me here. When I select the pie chart, I took a decision. You help me here. In this card, we have two options. Filter, none. Would you tell me what option I have to select here? There is a filter, there is a none. Filter. Tell me for this one. None. So because I want this to be filtered, I don't want this to be filtered. For this one, we have three things. Filter, highlight, none. By default, it's highlighting. What I want to do? Filter. So what has to be done here? Filter. The first button. First is filtering. Second is highlighting. Third is nothing. None. Let me click on filter. Let me check what's happening now. Let me check what's happening. I selected filter. Now let me switch off that edit interaction. I switched off that edit interaction. Let me check what's happening, whether it's working or not. I select a particular department. My card is filtering. Number of bills is not filtering. Column chart is filtering. You can see the column chart, it's filtering here. So my column chart is changing based on my selection. Okay. Select this pie chart. Decide on what you want to do. I decided that invoice amount to be filtered. Number of bills should not get filtered. Column chart should get filtered. Edit interaction. Filter it. Second is none. Third is filtered. I want to do the same thing for my column chart. You have to help me here. Select the column chart. Same thing. This card to be filtered. This should not get filtered. And this pie chart should get filtered. So tell me. Go to format. Edit interaction. First one.
Is filter.
Third one is filter. That's all. Select the region. Based on the regions, whatever you did, that is happening here. Okay. First to take a decision what you want to do.
Go with pie chart first.
Pie chart. You tell me. I didn't take a decision. You tell me. When I select pie chart, what to do with the card? Whether you want to filter it or you don't want to filter. Filter. When I select this pie chart, what do you want to do for this card? No filter. When I select this pie chart, what do you want to do for this column chart? No filter. You don't want to filter. Filter it. Your wish this time. So select it. Select the pie chart. Format. Select pie chart. Go to the format on the top. Edit interaction. I clicked on edit interaction. Select the format. Go to edit interaction. Now some icons will appear on top of every visual. Correct? Now you have decided that when I select this, what you want to do for this card? Filter none. So what has to be selected here? Filter. For this card, filter none. None. For this we have 3. Card we have only 2, but we have 3. Filter, highlight, none. Default it's highlighting. So click on that filter. So you have to click on filter. That's all. Now switch off the edit interaction. Switch off that. After doing it, now the edit interaction is not required. Switch off that. Now try. Click on the pie chart. Invoice cost is filtering. Number of bills is not filtering. Column chart is filtering. Based on whatever you click, it's filtering. Okay? Same thing we did it in the reverse, vice versa, for the column chart also. Next we have to see about yearly, monthly, small multiples, parameters. At least I tried that of publishing one report. Now I think they have taken a break. Done. Let us do one more conditional formatting and then we'll see yearly, monthly, we'll see about small multiples, we'll see about parameters one by one. Let us select this chart. I want to do a conditional formatting for this column chart. How we did it for a card. Unfortunately, we have seen that we cannot do a conditional formatting for pie, which is impossible because next to the pie, find the FX. So you cannot do the conditional formatting for the pie. Let us do a conditional formatting for this column chart. Wherever my profit is more, I want to give a green. If the profit is lesser, yellow. Still more lesser, very less, red. Traffic colors. I am selecting the traffic signal colors. You can do anything. I am checking with the traffic signal colors. Let me select this column chart. Let me select the column chart. As I indicated, this is a column chart. It's not a bar chart, it's a column chart. Select this column chart. Visual. Go to visual. Since it's a column chart, you have to go to columns because it's a column chart. If you have drawn a bar chart, you have to go for bars. So it's a column chart. Click on columns. Columns. After this, you have to help me. How can I do the conditional formatting? FX. Next to the colors. FX. For the first, I think I have indicated it. Gradient looks good in chart. So let us go for gradient because I cannot fix the levels here. I cannot fix what is the value. The value may vary from region to region. But tomorrow when I drill down region to state, state values may be different. If I drill to city, city values will be different. So I'm going to use an option called as gradient, multicolors, 3 colors. So instead of rules, for the first time, we will go with gradient. Gradient, it's asking, do you want to give a gradient color based on region wise? No. I don't want the color based on region wise. I want the color based on the net profit. If the profit is more, I want to give a green. If the profit is lesser, I want to put a red. So it's not based on the region. It is based on the net profit. There is an arrow mark and select the net profit. That's it. Now it's very simple. Lowest value, what's the color? For the lowest value, as I told, I will follow the traffic signal colors. So select this color and make it as red. For the lowest, I make it as red. But there is no middle color. There is no middle color. So you can see there is a checkbox available. Middle. Enable that middle color. It automatically gives me yellow. The lowest, I prefer to have a red. The middle, I prefer to have a yellow. Highest, I prefer to go with green. Okay. That's it. Lowest is red, middle is yellow, highest is green. People call this as heat map. Gradually the color will get changed. Yes. Based on my values, the colors are changing. Where the values are more, you will get a green. The values are lesser, a lighter yellow, then red. Let me check whether it's changing when I select the pie chart. I select the pie chart. Yes, you can see my colors are changing here. Darker gray, lighter gray. As you are having only gray colors here, gray and black. Did my use it fortunately. Very good. Same colors, huh? Same traffic colors. When I drill down also, let me check with the drill down whether it's working here. I switch on the drill down. Select a particular south region. Yes. Karnataka, Kerala, Tamil Nadu. I select Kerala. Under Kerala, which city has more values? So heat map. Drill up, drill up, drill up. Conditional formatting. Other team, they have given the break, so we'll take another 3 or 4 minutes, then we'll take a break, right? Because they are on just now. Maybe let me insert a page. We'll see one more thing, then we'll jump onto other topics. Let me insert a new page because already my page is full. Or if you want to do it in the same page, you can do it. If you have a size, we can do it. But let me insert a new page. Before that, sorry, I forgot to say one thing. This report, assume this report I'm presenting in a meeting like this. I want my audience should get more focused. I have 4 visuals, 2 cards and 1 pie chart and 1 column chart. I want my audience, suppose I'm presenting a report like this. I want my audience should get more focus on this column chart. 2 methods. There is a focus mode. You can see there is a button called as focus mode. Just to click on the focus mode. Yes. So it shows on the full screen. So my audience will have more focus on this. They will have more focus on this chart. So because I'm explaining about this data, I don't want others to concentrate on some other data. I want my audience should get more focus on this. So focus mode. Back. This is method 1. Method 2. Click on the 3 dot. 3 dot. Spotlight. Other things are graded out and this have spot. So we have a spotlight here. So my audience will concentrate more on this chart. Spotlight. If we remove the spotlight, click somewhere else outside. Okay. New page. We have inserted a new page. Now you help me here, or you create it. First time I want you to create it because I'm creating all the charts. I want you to create. Let me tell you what's the chart I want. I want the clustered column chart. The 4th one. Create a clustered column chart to bring a invoice date wise sum of net profit. I think it's very easy. Few minutes, few seconds, not even a minute. Within a second you can do it. Invoice date wise, what is the sum of invoice amount? Invoice date wise. Done? Got it? As I indicated, it's very simple. You have to take only few seconds, not even a minutes. I told you what is the chart. I told you what is the report I want. You know where to drag and drop. Let me do this. Select this clustered column chart. For a better viewing, I am increasing the height and width of it. Sorry. Now tell me invoice date wise sum of invoice amount. Where can I drag the invoice date and where can I, invoice date wise sum of net profit. Where can I drag the invoice date? X axis. Total amount. Y axis. Sorry, net profit. Last session, while creating this column chart, what we did is, first we have dragged the region. Under region, we dragged that state. Under state, we dragged the city. The drill down field has appeared on the top. But whereas, when I come to this page 1, and when I inserted a new chart, and I inserted the date, automatically, you would have noticed the drill down is appearing on the top. We didn't create it. It has automatically created by Power BI. What's the advantage is, when I switch on the first drill, the first arrow, we have some years, 20, 22, 23, 24, 25. So let me select a particular year. I select 2024. Under 2024, automatically it will show you the quarter-wise report. Quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 3, quarter 4. Let me select something, quarter 3. It shows me the month-wise report, July, August, September. If I select a July, it will show you the day-wise report also. Everything you can see it in one screen. So automatically it's drilling down. Drill up, drill up, drill up. So we dragged the invoice date. That's it. It has automatically created a drill down for us. Year, quarter, month and day. Select the drill down on. Switch mode. Switch on the drill down. Select a particular year. You will get quarter wise. Select the particular quarter. You will get month wise. Select a particular month. You will get day wise. If you have hours, minutes and seconds, if you select the day, you will get hour wise. Select the hours, you will get minutes wise. Select the minutes, you will get seconds wise.
Week wise also possible.
How can I get a week inside this? Suppose next week falls under which month? Falls October, September also will be there. Then the month will not be there. Then you cannot use September month. That's impossible. Some week may follow last year 4 days and this year 3 days also.
So here week not possible.
Week separate report. Weekly report is always a separate report. ஏன்னா வீக் வரும்போது மந்த்துக்கு 2 மந்த்துக்கு நடுவில் வரும், 2 இயருக்கு நடுவில் வரும். தனியாக தான் வரும். We can do it separate. Not here. Maybe we'll explore it later. Drill up, drill up, drill up. Quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 3 is as per quarter 1 and quarter 2, quarter 3 is as per. Quarter 1 is which months? Calendar. It's not as per, someone will take it as per financial. As per calendar. All multiples, parameters, if possible. We'll try to publish a report today, if possible. Save this file. We'll take a small break, short break, try to come sooner. Maximum we have 1 hour. If break goes for 15 minutes means we can have only 45 minutes. So try to come as soon as possible. We'll try to cover as much as possible. A short break. Let me stop the clock. Sorry, stopping the last session. Before the break, we have seen about automatic drill down. The drill down is automatically created based on the year wise, month wise, and quarter wise. Sorry, year, quarter, month, and day. If you don't want particular, suppose after year I don't want quarter, straight away it has to jump to a month, means you can remove the quarter also. Or if you want to add something also, you can see under the invoice date. Invoice hierarchy, date hierarchy, all the details are available. You can drag something, you can remove something also. By default, it automatically creates years, quarters, months, and days. Right? Now let us start with small multiples. Let me go to a new page. Let us go to a new page. Or you can do it in the same page if you have the space. If you have the space, you can do it in the same page also. Let us create some report. Maybe I will create a report which we have not created. Maybe let me take this cost center. So we have cost center. Cost center wise, I want to know what is my net profit. Cost center wise, what's my net profit. So let me create a visual here. Once again, I will go with the same clustered column chart. Let us click on the clustered column chart. I expand the clustered column chart. Cost center. Let me bring the cost center into x-axis. I'll bring the cost center into x-axis. And once again, the net profit into y-axis. Cost center into x-axis, net profit into y-axis. This is fine. So each cost center wise, AFS, LG, there are some cost centers. Cost center wise, it's giving the total. Fine. But I want to know this cost center, I want to know every year wise. In 2022, how was this report? 2023, 2024, 2025. Year wise, I want to know the split of it. Year wise, or you can get the same thing by state wise, region wise, city wise, your wish. Let me take year wise. So I want to split this by year wise. I want to check this same cost center. I want to know how is my cost center for 2022, 2023, 2024, 2025. Instead of creating a separate report, instead of using a drill down. Drill down means it will filter and it shows that. But I want to see everything in one screen. So select this column chart. Maybe let me take year. Under invoice date, date hierarchy, year. Expand the invoice date, they expand the date hierarchy, expand the year. So let us drag this year. We'll drag the year and drop it to small multiples. Drag the year and drop it to small multiples. I'm dragging and dropping the years to small multiples. So it gives me the multiples of that small multiples. So year wise, 2020, 2023, 2024, 2025, cost center wise report. So we got it in one screen. All the 4 years, we got it in one screen. Small multiples. You can do it ulta, year wise and cost center split. That's your wish. Cost center, year wise, I have splitted it. You can play with this. You can put the year on the top and the x-axis on the bottom also. Can I display all the 4 in one row so that I can very easily compare? Compare to 23, how was 23, 24, how was 21, compare to that. It's giving in 4 different areas. I want it in one row. I want everything in one row. Format your visual. Go to format your visual. Under the format your visual, small multiples. Click on small multiples. Under small multiples, you can notice the layout. Layout. Rows. Select this card. Select this column chart. Go to format, visual, small multiples, layout. How many rows you want? Let us make it as one row. And how many columns you want? I believe I have 4 years, right? So let us make it as 4 columns. Yes. Now you can see all the 4 in one row. one row, all the 4 will be available. Okay. Small multiples. Next, we'll see about parameter. Done? Have the year to small multiples. Okay. I recommend always to try to have a meaningful name for these pages. The reason is not today. Tomorrow we are going to see how to make an index, like a page, like a book. First page will be having a title, second page will have a table of content. What are all the topics? Similar to that, we can make an index for your Power BI also. To do this, better to have a meaningful name. For example, second page, what I did is, second page, we got a year-wise report. So let me give some meaningful name for this. So year-wise, we have a year-wise report here in the second page. On third page, we have seen about small multiples. So I'll give a name for this. So double click and you can give a name for this. All multiples. So we are given a name for that. We'll see one more chapter now. I try to finish the chapter today. I don't know whether we can publish it. Let me go to the new page. I recommend the next part. Other things you can do it in the existing page also. Small multiples, year-wise, you can do it in the same page, no problem. But the next one which I prefer is try to have it in a new page. Now, we have created several reports. Now we are going to interact with your user. I am going to share this file to my colleague, my subordinates, my superior or someone else. They can create whatever the report they want. They can create the report as per their wish. For example, I am giving a permission, they can create city-wise report. They can create cost center-wise report, customer-wise report, department-wise, division-wise, payment method-wise, product line-wise, region-wise, state-wise, transaction type-wise, vendor-wise, year-wise. Whatever the report they want, they can create it. For example, they want a city-wise report, they can create city-wise report. Under city-wise, one of them want to know only the 5 cities. They don't want the entire cities. Out of that 40 cities, they want to see only the 10 cities details. Or under the division, under the department, they don't want all the department. They want to see only 2 or 3 departments. So they can select whatever the report they want and they can see the report. In olden days, not even olden days, I'm saying just 1 year before, if you want to do this, you have to get a support from IT, you have to do some programming, you have to do some coding here. But here it's not required. We have to follow some steps. Step number 1. And I'm giving a small warning. This step cannot be edited. You can create it, you can delete it. So cannot be edited. So if you have any challenges, any questions, stop me, ask me there itself. Because I cannot edit it. If you want to do that, I have to delete and I have to recreate it. So step number 1. Go to the modeling tab. There is a modeling tab. New parameter. Go to the modeling tab. New parameter. Modeling, new parameter. Fields. Modeling, new parameter, fields. We'll go to the modeling tab. Under modeling tab, we'll go to the new parameter. Under new parameter, fields. Step number 1. Okay. There is one more numerical field that we'll see, if possible, we'll see it tomorrow. What if analysis, forecasting. For that, we can use the numerical field. Now let us go with fields. Click on fields. It opens a dialog box. Of course, if you forgot to select the field there, we have one more chance. You can come here and you can select it as field. I already selected field. What's the name of that field? What's the name of the parameter which you are going to create? Your wish. It's a variable. You can give your own name. Your own name. That's your wish. For example, let me give a name as switch field. You can give your own name. That's up to you. Switch field. So I'm giving a name called as switch field. Please do remember the name. Because based on this name only you are going to create a report. You cannot come to the screen again. If you want to come to the screen, delete and recreate it. Or you have to know the DAX. You have to learn about DAX. As of now, we cannot do it. So you have to delete and recreate it. Now, expand that data sheet. And whatever the fields you want to give a permission for my user to create, you can select it. For example, I want to give my user can create a city-wise report. Select city. My user can create a cost center-wise report. My user can create a customer type-wise report. My user can create a department-wise report. My user can create a division-wise report. Payment mode-wise, product-wise, region-wise, state-wise, transaction type-wise, like this, whatever you want. Vendor type-wise. For this, I cannot create 10 charts, but one chart you can see everything. One chart you can see everything. So almost I selected everything except the numerical field because numerical wise cannot be done. Numerical can be summarized. Numerical fields can be summarized. So city I selected, cost center I selected, customer type, department, division, payment mode, product line, region, state, transaction type, vendor type, and I can give a permission. They can create a year-wise report also. But where can I select the year-wise? Unfortunately, year is not available here. Expand the invoice date, expand the date hierarchy, select the year. So year-wise is also there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 fields I have added. Instead of creating 12 charts and sub-level, 12 charts, adike sub-level, one more sub-level will be created. So instead of creating 12 charts, you can see everything in one chart. Okay. Yes, we have added everything here. Now, before clicking on create, let me tell you what will happen. Add a slicer to this page. So what will happen is it will create a slicer, separate slicer here. It will create a separate slicer here. First thing. Second, it will create a table here on the bottom. On the right hand side, it will create a table. In which name the table will be created is the name which you have given here. The name which you have given, based on that, a table name will be created. So here, this table name is data and this table name is switch field. So alphabetically below data. So D, then only S. If you have given some other name, maybe I have given some other name which is starting with A or B, then the table will be coming on the top. Because the table is alphabetically ordered. So now data, a table will be displayed here at the bottom. Which name? This name. Okay. So two things will happen. A slicer will be created, a table will be created when I click on create. So you have to give me a confirmation. Can I click on create? Because I cannot come back to the screen again. I can delete it and I can create it. I cannot come back to the screen again. That's why I'm asking your confirmation. Yes. Can you click on create? Everyone.
What is a good field? We renamed, we selected the field.
That's a field. That's what we have selected there. If you are not selected there, we have one more chance. We can come here and select this field. If you have forgot to select the field, instead of field, you selected the numerical range. You can come here and you can change. Second chance. If you didn't select it properly. Okay. That's all. Can I click on create? Yes. Now what would have happened is, whatever the field you have selected, based on that, you can see a small slicer would have been created here. I will move the slicer somewhere else. It's there. Let me move this slicer. Yes. I will move the slicer somewhere else here. Yes. So whatever the fields we have used, city, cost center, customer type, department, division, payment mode, product line, all the column names are displayed here. All the column names are displayed here. So, and second thing what has happened is, it has created a column name. It has created a table called as switch field. A table is also created called as switch field. Second step. First step, we have created the parameter. Create. Power BI, what it has did is, it has automatically created a slicer for us. It has automatically created a table for us. Now, let us create a report or chart. Let me create a chart. Place the cursor on some empty area. Which chart you want, you can decide. You can select a line chart, you can select a column chart, you can select a pie chart, you can select any chart, your wish. Or you can select the 2 or 3 charts also, your wish. So let me start with this column chart, because last few sections I think we are used with column chart. So you are well versed with the column chart. Let me go with the column chart now. I select the column chart. And I'll put the column chart somewhere else here. Here is a small challenge. Which wise that should be on first, which you want to summarize it, that should be on the second. Assume I want the net profit here, or I want the total cost, I want the discount, whatever you want. So let me take the net profit. So I know that I can drag the net profit and bring it to x-axis, but which I can drag it into y-axis? That's a question mark here. Which I can drag it into y-axis? I don't know, because I don't know which my user will select. If my user is selecting city, I want a city-wise report here. If my user is selecting cost center, I want a cost center-wise report. But I don't know, unfortunately, what my user will select. No worries.
There is a table automatically created by Power BI. Expand the table. And there is a column created automatically by Power BI in the same name. There will be a question mark. No worries. Because still we don't know what has to be selected here. There will be a question mark. So build. This switch field which we have created, which is created by Power BI, drag that switch field and bring it to x-axis. Because I don't know which wise my user wants to, but that is available under the slicer. So this switch field I drag it to x-axis. And which you want to total it, summarize it, your wish, net profit or total cost or what. Let me put the net profit here. Yes. We got city-wise report here. Fine. By default, city-wise report because that's my first switch field. Now I want cost center-wise report. Very simple. Select the cost center. You will get cost center-wise report. Select customer type-wise. You will get customer type-wise report. Select department-wise. Select division-wise. Product-wise. Payment method-wise. Product-wise. Whatever you select, based on that, your reports are changing automatically. Sub-level. Still it's not over. We have one more level under this. You can interact with the user and you can ask whatever the report they want, they can create the report as per their wish. It's not required, we have to dictate and create a report. They can select any type of report, whatever the report they want. Second level we'll see. What is second level we are going to see is when I select city, so many cities are there, but my end user doesn't want all the cities, they want only 4 or 5 cities report. Unfortunately, how do we select the 4 or 5 cities reports? It's very big challenge here. So, second, maybe the third step. Before doing the third step, I recommend, it's not compulsory, but I recommend, I suggest it, uncheck anything. Suppose if I selected division, I want the original option again. Uncheck that division or click on the eraser symbol. Clear selection. Clear comes back to the normal one. Clear. Either uncheck the division or click on that clear. Okay. Let me click on clear. Now, this slicer which we have created, take a copy of the slicer. I think you know how to take a copy. We are living with this. Our life is running based on this. Copy paste. Copy paste. Control C, Control V. Everyone knows that. Control C, Control V. Go to home, copy and paste. Or Control C, Control V. Control C, Control V. It would have took a copy of one more slicer here. Move the second slicer. Move the second slicer somewhere. We'll rearrange the slicer later. First we'll do this, then we'll rearrange the slicer. Move the slicer, copy paste, Control C, Control V, copy paste. Second slicer, please watch here. Second slicer. Copy paste, come to the second slicer. Select that second slicer. Visualization. Build visual. Under build visual. Field. There is an option called as switch field. Normally here is where we'll change our formula. Sum into average or count. Same area. Click here. Click here. I repeat it. Select this seconds. Copy and paste. Copy and paste. Bring the second slicer outside somewhere else. Select that slicer. It's already selected. Go to visualization. First one, add data to the visual. Click on the arrow mark of that visualization. Click on the arrow mark of this. Then, show values of selected field. Show values of selected field. You have to select this option. Show values of selected field. Let me check what's happening now. Remember, I cannot undo. I have to redo it again. If you want to do this, I cannot undo. I have to select and redo it again. So I select this. Go to the arrow mark. Show values of selected field. Now what has happened is, yes, when I select city, all the city names are displayed here. When I select cost centers, all the cost center names, let me move the slicer somewhere else here. All the cost center names are displayed here. We can rearrange it vertically, horizontally, we will rearrange it. When I select customer type, all the customer types are displayed. Department, all the department names are displayed. Could you tell me, I selected the department. Now, I want to select the finance and I want to select the procurement and production. How do we select it? Normally, how can I select finance and procurement? I want to select 2 departments or 3 departments. How do we do it? Control key. Very good. You have to press the control key. But I don't like to press control key. Can I select it straight away? I don't want the control key to be pressed because I feel it's very tough. Here it's okay. Suppose I have selected city. There are 40 cities. I want to select city number 1, city number 10. I have to select this and I have to hold the control key, come here and click it. Hold the control key, come here and click it. Hold the control key and come and click it, which is a little bit tougher for me. So what I will do? Select the second because I want to make multi-select in the second slicer without control key. Select the second slicer. Format your visual. Format your visual. Select the second slicer. Format your visual. Slicer settings. Slicer settings. Selection. Go to selection. Under selection, first select the slicer. Go to format your visual. Visual. Slicer settings. Selection. Multi-select with control key. Off. It is on. By default it is on. Switch off. Switch off. Switch off that. Switch off that multi-select. So now what's the advantage and purposes? Select Ahmedabad. No need for holding the control key. Select Bangalore. Select Chennai. Select. No need to press control key. Straight away you can select it. Next, one more small thing. I think more people likes to display the slicer in a tile, like a tile, like a tile. I want this not like this checkbox. I want to put it as a tile. Select the first slicer. Format. Slicer settings. Style. Tile. Tile. I can put it like this, like a tile. Or I can make it as 2 lines because there is more data. I'll put it in 2 lines here. Just increase the height and width. Accordingly, it will adjust. So I'm putting it in 2 lines because there are 12 data available. So or you can put it in 1 line. You have to scroll it on the right hand side. That's a challenge. You have to scroll it on the right hand side. Or you can put it in 2 lines also. If you increase the width and height, accordingly, it will adjust automatically. So tile. I made it as tile. That's all. City wise report, customer type wise report. So whatever you select, based on that your reports are changing automatically. And you have sub level of this also. You can select multiple items like this. So everything you can represent it in one screen. This can be a column chart, this can be a line chart, anything. Huh? So, publishing is a very big process, but let me give a small tips about publishing. We'll see one more, furthermore option probably tomorrow morning about publishing, because before finishing the session, we want to finish that workflow, publishing. So I want to publish this report. Let us see how to publish. Let us see tips about publishing. We have lesser time. We'll see tips. Tomorrow morning, we'll see in depth of the publishing, how to create a workspace, how to align the people to the workspace. We'll see it one by one. Now let us publish this report. Assume this report is ready. We did the 4 workflows: getting, transforming, loading and we did some reporting, and this report I want to publish. You can ask me why to publish it. As I told in the morning, you can create a PowerPoint presentation. You have to run a slideshow. Same like if you are not sharing also, I want to show it in a screen like this. I want to present it. You have to publish it and present it. So to publish this, of course, you should have connected with the internet. Wi-Fi has to be connected. Yes, Wi-Fi is already connected. And second thing is, if you have Microsoft Windows, you will have a folder. Under the folder, you will copy all your files and you will keep all your files here. Correct? You will have a folder. I am keeping all my files in a particular folder. Just imagine equivalent to a folder. Online, if you want to publish, you need some workspace. In workspace, we are going to publish it. How we are saving a file in a folder? Similar to that, we are going to publish our file into a workspace. If you have a pro license or if you have a free license, if you have a premium license or if you have a pro license, we can create our own workspaces. We can create our own workspaces. If you don't have a pro or a premium license, if you have only a free license, can we publish it? Yes, we can publish it. Microsoft has specifically designed a workspace called as My Workspace. Since we are in a training, we will publish our files into workspaces, My Workspaces. Tomorrow I will tell you how to create our own workspaces, how to align the people and how to assign or how to publish the file into that workspaces. Now let us publish it into My Workspace. Two methods to publish. File. Go to File, Publish. Or Home tab, Publish. Could you tell me publish where it will go? Publish. Morning we have seen it. Publish பண்ணா எங்க போகும்? Where it will go? Power BI services. You can see publish. Publish this report online in the Power BI service. Yes. So let me click on publish and place the cursor on the home button, home screen, and click on publish. Even though if you have saved the file, if you have not saved the file, it asks you once again to save the file. Let us save this. And you have to tell me here, except the My Workspace, do you see any other workspace on your system? You have to tell me here. Where other workspace தெரியுதா உங்க system? Other than My Workspace. Other than My Workspace. What is this workspace?
Department workspace.
Your department name workspace. That means someone would have created a workspace and they have assigned your email ID to the workspace. Tomorrow, that's what we are going to do. We can create our own workspace. You can assign the people, your department people to the workspace. Whatever the report they publish, whatever the report you publish, it will be there in that workspace. As of now, let us go with since it's a since it's a training session, don't publish it in that. Try to publish it into My Workspace as of now. As of now, try to publish it in My Workspace. Of course, as I told you, should have connected with online. It's connected. Select. I selected the workspace. It's publishing now. After publishing, you will get a message, successful published. It has published successfully. As usual, whenever you publish it, after this, you will get a click on got it and come out. Don't do it, please wait. Did it, then you cannot see that report online. So don't click on got it. Panyache, someone has did it already. Republish it again. But there is one more method, I will explain it. Don't click on got it, wait. I republish it, overwrite the report. Because we are not reading this option. That's why we are clicking on got it. So there is the option. Open 01 transaction data Power BI in Power BI, that is Power BI online. Click this. Now your reports will go online, published successfully. Through Fabric, it goes to what is the I'm asking, what is the browser you are using? Then it will through fabric. Chrome? You are not using Chrome?
No.
Very good. Some companies still there, people are using Chrome. So. They said that we are using Edge to download Chromes. அதுக்கு தான் Edge யூஸ் பண்றாங்க. வேற எதுவுமே Microsoft Edge. At least you are all using Edge. Okay. Now, how can I see this report on the full screen? There is a view button here. Click on this view and full screen. Now your report will be on the full screen. Like a PowerPoint presentation. Next page, you can see the next page. All the things, whatever you did, will work online now. Interaction, drill down, everything will work in online. The report is gone online. Tomorrow we'll see how to share this report, how to export this to PowerPoint, how to share this report to others, how to create a workspace. Probably everything we'll see it tomorrow. Since the time I thought of completing it today, time is a challenge for us. Done? Unknowingly, if you have clicked on the got it and we closed it, can I open the report today now? Yes. app.powerbi.com. Just go to browser and click on app.powerbi.com. Click on app.powerbi.com. And you can click on my workspace. app.powerbi.com. Click on that my workspace. My workspace. And your report will be available. Two things will be there. One is report, another one is semantic model. I will tell you what is that semantic model. Your report is here, transaction data. Yes. This is another method to open your report. Okay. If you have clicked on that got it and you came out of the Power BI, then method, app.powerbi.com, workspace, and you can open your report. You have to tell me on the right hand side, your name and initial will be there. Click on it. Maybe photographs may be there. Click on it. What is the license type you are using? Pro, Premium? Pro. Any premium license holder here? Yes, it became very costly. Earlier I paid only 1,000 rupees per year. Now per month I am paying 1,500. In the field, what is the name you are given for this? இல்ல மேடம் இந்த ஃபீல்ட் கிரியேட் பண்ணது ஒரு பேர் கொடுத்தீங்களே அந்த பேர் எங்க கொண்டு வரணும் இதுதான் மேடம் இதான ஃபீல்டு
ஆமா சார் இதை இங்க எடுத்து கொண்டு
வந்து சாட்டுக்கு
இது எப்படி
அப்புறம் எதை டோட்டல் பண்ண போறீங்க நெட் ப்ராஃபிட்னு வச்சுக்கலாமா நெட் ப்ராஃபிட்டை வேல்யூல கொண்டு வாங்க ப்ராஃபிட் ஆர் காஸ்ட் ஏதோ ஒன்று டோட்டல் அமௌண்ட் ஏதோ நீங்கள் வேல்யூவில் கொண்டு வாங்க வேல்யூ டோட்டல் எங்கே பண்ணுவோம் செகண்ட் தானே டோட்டல் அவ்வளோதான் கிளிக் பண்ண வரும் ப்ரோ Still we have to learn some concept here. Still we have to learn some other process, how to add the data and how to refresh it in online. Still so many are pending. As I told, I thought of completing this process today. We are not able to do it. And as of now, from today morning, we are dealing with only one table. How to bring multiple tables, identical, non-identical. How to write a lookup function, how to write a if function. And how many visuals we have seen? Any idea? How many visuals we have seen? Three. Card, bike, column. It's a column chart. Column chart. Still there are so many visuals available. We have to see so many other visuals. With all your cooperation, we'll try to cover as much as possible tomorrow. We cannot postpone the session tomorrow. Tomorrow we have to complete as much as possible with all your cooperation. Right? Tomorrow we'll start sharp at 8:30. If you have any doubts or any questions or queries, you can park it. We'll see it tomorrow morning. Save your files and we'll see you tomorrow morning sharp at 4:30, and I'm stopping that recording. Probably this session, already the first morning session is already uploaded. This I'll try to upload it as soon as possible.